Hello, everybody. My name is Timothy Control, and this is part three of the Minnesota Department of Education. Um, so right now I am going to read you written annual notice relating to the third-party billing for an IEP health related services. So, so, so right now, so right now, before billing Medicaid assistant or Minnesota for health related services. The first time and each year, the district must inform you in writing that number one, the district will share your data related to your child and health related on your child IEP, which the Minnesota Department of Education of Youth and Human Services to determine if your child is covered by Medicare assistance or Minnesota Care and whether these issues serve may be billed to Medicaid assistance or the Minnesota Care. Before medical assistance or Minnesota Health for health related services for the first time, the district must obtain your consent, including suspicion from the personal identifier ab- ability form informant that may be disclosed, e.g., records or informant information about the services that may be provided. The purpose of the disclosed the agency to which the disclosed may be made, i.e., the Department of Human Services, and which specifically that you understand and agree that the school district may access you or your child's public benefits or insurance to pay for health related services. Number three, the district will bill medical assistance or Minnesota care for the health related services on your child's IEP. Number four, the district may not require you to sign up for or enroll in medical assistance or Minnesota Care oth- or other insurance programs in your order for your child to receive special education services. Number five, the district may not require you to incur an out of pocket expense, such as the payment of the deductible or copay amount incur and filing a claim for health services provided, but may pay the cost that you otherwise would be required to pay. Number 6. The district may not use your children's benefits. Number 6. The district may not use your children's benefits. Under Medicare, under Medicare assistance or Minnesota Care, if that use would decrease no, decrease availability, lifetime coverage, or any other insurance benefits result in your family paying for services that would be. Can you guys hear that? Where was that? Where was I? Result wait, that would otherwise be covered by the public benefits or insurance program that are required the for the children outside of the time your children is in school. Increase your premiers or lead to the discontinuance of benefits or insurance or your risk of loss of eligibility for home and community-based waivers based on an aggressive health-related experience. Number 7. You will have the right to receive a copy of an education record to the district shares with any third party who seeking reimbursement for the IEP health related services. You have the right to stop your content for disclosure of your child's education records to a third party, including the Department of Human Services at the time. If you need to stop, if you stop content, the district may no longer share your children's education record to bill a third party for an IEP health related services. You can withdraw your consent at any time. And your child's IEP services will not change or stop. Independent education evaluation. An independent education evaluation, or IEE, is an evaluation by a qualified person who is not an employee of your district. You may ask for an IEE at a school district expense. If you disagree with the district's evaluation, a hearing officer may also order an independent educational evaluation on your students at school district expense during the due process hearing. Once requested for an IEE, the district must give you information regarding its criticism. For this section, for section of an independent examiner and informational about where the independent education evaluation may be obtained. If you request an IEE, the district must, without delay, ensure that it is provided at the expense or hearing to determine the appropriateness of its evaluation. If the district goes and to a hearing and the hearing officer demands this district evaluate it's appropriate. You still have the right to an independent evaluation, but not at public expense. If you order an IEE, the results of the evaluation must be considered to be an IEP, IIIP, individual intelligence intervention plan team, and may be to be present as the evidence at a due process hearing regarding their child educational record. Define an educational record. Under federal law, an education record whose record that are directly related to a student and that are maintained by the department or the district. Your access to records. If you want to look at your child's education records, the district must give you an access to those records for your review. Education records must include most of the information about your child that it is held by the school. However, information held solely by your child's teacher for his or her instructional use may not be included in the educational record. The district must allow you to review the record without unnecessary delay before the meeting regarding an IEP or any hearing to solution sessions about your child. In addition, the department must comply with your request to review the child's education record immediately, if possible within 10 days of the date of the request, including Saturday, Sunday, and legal holidays. If immediately compliance is not possible, your rights are inspect and review records include the right to an explanation of interpreter from the district of your child records once a request. Have your representative inspect and review the records on your behalf. Request that the district provides a copy for your child's educational record to you and review your child record as often as you wish in accordingly with state law. State law provides that if you have been shown private data have been informed of its meaning, that data does not need to be disclosed to you for a period of 6 months unless a dispute or action is pending or new information is created or collected. Transfer Transfers of rights. Your rights regarding access your child's educational records generally transfers to your child at age 18. Notice must be provided to you and your child regarding this transfer of rights. um, Records on more than one child. If you have if any education records includes information on more than one child, you have the right to inspect and review the information relating to your child. You can seek content to review and inspect education records that provides information about children in addition to your own. But those parents of those children have a right to refuse your request for content, list of type of locations of information. Once your request, the district and the department Hey Jackson. But those parents of those children have a right to refuse your request of consent. List of type and location of informed. Once your request, the district, the department must provide you with the list of those types and location of education records they collect, maintain, or use. Hey Jackson, text me on Messenger, would you? The district must keep up with the record each request for access to each disclosure of personal identificationable information. Okay. this record of success. Were you at school today, Jackson? I wasn't. Um, the data access was given, and the purpose of the disclosure or the individual legitimate interest in the information. Contents of the release records, generally your consent. What did you guys talk about in first hour, Jackson? Is required before personal identification information is released to unauthorized individuals or agencies. The consent must be in written and must specify. Nice. Did you miss me? The individuals or agencies unauthorized to receive the information, the nature of the information to be disclosed. The Jackson. Really? The purpose for which the information may be used and a reasonable expiration date for the authorization to release information. Once requested, the district must provide. Hey Jackson, well, Jackson, what's your? Do you have your phone or tablet? Can't you call me like not off Messenger, but what's your phone number if you don't mind? Hey, Jackson. Yeah, I this is part 3. You should go watch part 2 and part 1. Okay, bye guys. This is the end of the vlog.